I'm Millie. Welcome to My Life and Me. I'm a fashion and lifestyle content creator with a recent love for crochet and pottery. And I'm on a mission to find myself some new hobbies. So this is basically me taking you along for the ride. I cannot believe that it is already April. Where on earth did the past 3 months ago? I'm 100% continuing with my pottery and my crochet. I'm hoping that I will also try something else new this month. So stay tuned to see what my next obsession might become. Today we're not going to do my hobbies. We are going to sort out my wardrobe. It's that time of year where I need to pull out all my spring summer pieces and put away my puffer coats and things I'm not going to be needing over the next 6 months. I think subconsciously knowing that I need to do that has basically made me give up on looking after the organisation and tidiness of my wardrobe. So that needs dealing with. I'm literally going to pull everything out and make a lot of mess, and then I'm going to put it all back in and it's going to look beautiful. So I thought we could do it together because this is my wardrobe. I know, I feel very, very privileged to have the amount of space that I have for all of my clothes. I didn't have this amount of space in my old flat, and I feel like I have expanded with the flat and with the space, so hoping that I don't downsize at any point soon. So this is a little walk-in wardrobe that I shared with my partner Jimmy. This side is all mine. I have my tops and my bottoms here, and then his is at the back. Then we also have a coat cupboard where my shoes and my bags also live. I feel like normally this looks quite ordered, and it's currently not, so we're going to sort it out. So task 1 is to get out my spring summer stuff that I have been keeping in this suitcase for the past 6 months. So this is the very summery stuff that there is absolutely no chance I would wear during winter. So I'm going to get this out because then I will put my puffer coats and really thick knitwear back into this as a bit of a wardrobe swap. So this is where I remember all the things that I forgot about. With things in here that I didn't really wear last summer, so then if I didn't wear it last summer, probably going to get rid of it this summer. In fact, what I'm going to do is sort them into 3 piles. So I'll do a definitely keep pile, and then a try on pile, and then I will do a get rid of pile. I feel like I need to try on all my shorts because I'm just never really sure. Now my suitcase is empty, I am going to refill it with all my kind of really thick jumpers, cashmere jumpers, and then basically as many coats, big coats as possible. So obviously I can't fit as many winter pieces in the suitcase as I can with summer pieces because they're chunkier, but I just feel like it's good to put things away that I'm definitely not going to wear. Not entirely sure if this is going to show up. Now I'm going to take everything out of here and I'm going to pile it all on my bed, and then I'm going to put it back in here in an orderly fashion. And then I'm left with the things that I maybe haven't reached for in a while, or I'm not 100% on them. For whatever reason, they are not in my 100% definitely keep pile. So I'm going to try everything on and basically make a decision of whether I keep or get rid. Or my other option is they become a pottery or painting item of clothing, because I feel like I need clothes that I want to wear and like wearing, but I'm also not that bothered about getting stains and stuff on them. Now you can't tell me that that doesn't look 10 times better. I feel like I'm pretty much there. Everything that I want to keep is back in my wardrobe. I just need to organise the stuff that I don't want to keep and either send it to charity, give it to friends, or pop it on Vinted. So yeah, successful day. I do need to still do my shoes and accessories. Feel like that might be a tomorrow job. Sorry, I sort of forgot about YouTube for the past week, so my apologies. I have had quite a busy week. It was bank holiday, happy bank holiday. I had a really nice bank holiday actually. It was a bit of a mixture of work because I feel like when you're self-employed, bank holidays aren't really a thing. So I did have to work. Didn't really take 4 days off, but I did have some really nice plans. I went out for dinner. I had friends over for Sunday lunch and went for a walk on Monday with some friends. Like it was nice and the weather was lovely. So yeah, it was a good little reset. And then this week I've just been so busy. I was meant to take you along with me to a very hectic shoot day on Wednesday, but I forgot. So you didn't see that. I'm only human, what can I say? I just thought I'd check in. I'm going to show you my crochet bag because that's finished. I need to go get it. Today I am going to just do some inside shooting. I've got a few TikToks that I want to get shot, and I've also got a pile of stuff from my sort out still to put on Vinted. So that's my job for today, but let me show you my bag. So here she is. I am obsessed, but I'm also sort of thinking that she's really not very practical and I'm not really going to wear her. But you know, it's a learning curve and I'm doing it for the fun of it. Really love the colours. I really love the stripe. I did make the strap too long at first and then had to shorten it, but I feel like it's like quite a nice length now. I will put a picture here so you can see a bit better, but she's just quite heavy. And she's absolutely massive. Like, great for a holiday beach bag, I feel, but not sure how practical it is for city London life. But you know, proud of myself. I made a bag and I've never made a bag before. I have just finished shooting and I feel like I've been pretty successful. I feel like I've had quite a productive morning and got what I wanted to shoot shot. So I'm gonna go and have a little bit of lunch, and then this afternoon I really need to put some stuff on my Vinted, so I'll probably do some of that, and then I also need to send a load of stuff to my accountant, which is very boring and very drab, but that is what I need to do today. So yeah, hopefully I'll have a productive afternoon as well. I'm just getting ready to head out to an event this evening. It's Sunday and I feel like it's quite rogue to have an event on a Sunday evening. So not sure how I'm feeling about it, but I'm gonna go. I'm sure it'll be fun. It's with Puma and it's like a crafty personalization event, which I always really enjoy. I feel like they're always quite fun and it gives you like something to do while you're there rather than just like stood chatting with a drink, you know. I personally like an activity. So yeah, I'm just getting ready. I'm gonna eat something before I leave, I think, and then I'm gonna head out to that. So I'm gonna take you along with me. Not gonna lie, the start of the event felt quite chaotic. They asked for my shoe size in advance, but they didn't ask what colour I wanted. So the first part of it was basically just trying to get the right colour and the right size trainer for everybody. But then it was a really cute setup. They had some really nice non-alcoholic drinks, which was really refreshing because a lot of the time at these events you are just thrown alcohol, which I just didn't really want on a Sunday night. I felt like my creative brain was really not working. I literally just kept changing my mind on what I wanted to do. I kept relacing and unlacing the laces, but we got there in the end. I kept it really simple and just went for little beads and these white frilly laces. So I'm very happy with my final result and it was a cute evening. I've got a couple of press things today, so I am just getting ready to head out to them. So I have a Omnes gifting suite. I don't really know the brand that well, so I'm interested to see what they got. I feel like they're really good for wedding guest dresses kind of vibe, but I just had a look on their website and they do have other things as well. So I'm gonna go and see and try a few things on and we will see what I like. And then I also have a Strathbury press day, which will be really nice because I know all the team because I used to work for them. So I'm gonna go and head to that as well. I don't actually know which order I'm doing it in. I need to figure that out. I thought that my gifting appointment was at 10, so I was gonna go to that first, but then I just got an email saying see you at 11. so don't know, bit of a misunderstanding. That's fine, because I can go to Strathbury first, so I might do that. And there's a few people I know going, so always nice to see some familiar faces at these things as well. So yeah, let's go. I think this is the first Strathbury press day that I've been to where I didn't actually know what to expect in terms of the new product. Obviously, because I worked for the brand, I sort of knew what was in work and what was coming in the previous press days. But this time, I was really pleasantly surprised. I think this woven fabric was definitely my favourite and standout piece. And I was totally obsessed with the lime colour as well, which is quite rogue for me. I've just left Strathbury and I'm on my way to my next appointment. I'm already behind schedule, but it's fine. I'm running a bit late. It was so nice to see all the Strathbury girls. I just feel like they're all so great and it's always lovely to catch up with them. So yeah, I'm feeling very happy and excited for my next event. The amount of things available in Omnes was, I'm not going to lie, slightly overwhelming, but it meant that I ended up trying a hell of a lot on. I was very kindly offered to take away 2 pieces, so I gave a few things a try. I really loved this brown set, but I just felt like there was more standout pieces, so I didn't actually go for this in the end. I feel like it's the place to shop if you are looking for a wedding guest dress or even bridesmaid dresses. There is so many different shapes and colours and options, so I tried a few on and I really liked it. There was definitely a brown theme going on, but I was very happy with the bits that I took away. Guys, I got my first round of finished glazed pottery pieces back and I'm very excited by them, so I'm going to show you them. Starting with what I would consider as the worst of them is this little bowl. It's done using a mould where you roll the clay out and then you place the clay over the mould and let it dry a bit. It's really warped in the kiln. It's like not a circle as it was when I first did it, and the colouring has just not quite worked. Like you see here, this is basically where the glaze was too thin, like the way I dipped it wasn't good enough. So it's not actually covered this bit of the bowl, and I didn't realise when I did these little lines that I would have to wipe off the bottom because you can't have glaze on the bottom of the thing, so I feel like that doesn't really work either, but you know, this is a learning curve. Another bowl made in the same method. This I did not realise was a matte glaze, so I kind of like it, but it wasn't what I expected it to be, so just to note for future. And again, this was also going to have a third colour, and the third colour is basically too watery and the glaze hasn't actually made a colour because I didn't do it right. Number 3 and 4 I am very proud of. So this is number 3. This is the little pinned pot that I made in week 1. So you just have a bowl of clay and you basically like pinch it into shape. And I also added this little foot to it as well. But I just really like the colour of it. Obviously it's very wonky and it's by no means anything particularly amazing, but it's my first pot, so I'm proud, and yeah, I really like how the glaze has turned out. And last but definitely not least is my mug. You may have seen this in part progress. This is the first mug that I've made. This was the first piece that I made on the wheel, and I added a handle to it, and I'm just so proud. And yeah, I don't love the drips. I did this like weird little drippy design and I'm not really sure on that, but it didn't break in the kiln and it's a mug and I can have my coffee out of it, so that's a proud moment. I feel like it's a massive learning curve and the whole process is just a bit of an unknown and a letting go of control, which I'm really enjoying because I'm quite a controlled person. So yeah, I'm excited for what is next. Good morning. I did yoga at 6:30 this morning, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite proud of myself. I'm not the most motivated when it comes to working out, but since joining the gym I feel like I'm getting better, and I must say there is something about getting up early and getting your workout done. We are going to Pottery this morning and I'm not gonna lie, Pottery has has not been going that well. I don't know what has happened. I feel like I've got worse, but I have been trying to make like particular things. So I'm like trying to make 2 cups that are the same size, which is just so much harder than being quite like free with it. Anyway, I've managed to get 2 pots. They're not the same size. I'm gonna try add some handles to them this week. Last week my tutor taught me how to pull a handle, which is a technique of like pulling down the clay to create a handle, and I'm hoping that they're gonna be in a good state to attach them this week, but we'll see. You could also see some of my previous pots come through the bisque firing, so that means I can glaze them, so maybe I'll do that as well. I'm feeling good at the moment, even though my pottery hasn't gone quite as well as I would have liked, and I'm sort of feeling like I need to put more time to it if I'm actually going to get better. But then I'm really busy at the moment, so I don't feel like I have more time to put to it, because I obviously need to prioritise work that pays me money. So let's hope that my pottery goes better today, and let's have a fun morning. I must say, even though my pottery skills feel like they have declined, I would say that my glazing skills have increased, so I'm here for that. Although it still absolutely baffles me that the colour of the glaze is totally different to the final result, because these 3 are all different colours, would you believe? I also managed to attach my pulled handle, which I'm very happy about because I've been wanting to do this for ages, and I personally feel like they turned out quite well. So let's pray that they survive the kill. Okay, I'm going to give you a little crochet update. I have started a new project, which is going to be another bag, but this time it's going to be like a small crossbody bag. I'm going off my Arcs London shape because I just feel like it's a really practical shape for me and what I need. So that bag is made in panels, so it's got a bottom panel and then 2 side panels. So that's where I've started. So this is the bottom panel. It's made from a brown like jersey material, and I'm really liking it so far. This is just a single crochet, double crochet. It's really annoying. In America and England they call different things. I think this is a single crochet, American single crochet, and English double crochet. So that's the bottom, and then this is the one of the sides, which will like attach to it, and then I wanted to do the little drawstrings on the sides that the Arcs bags have, but I have an issue because I noticed yesterday that, so I bought 3 of these bowls, and I noticed yesterday that the one that I've been using is different, very slightly different to the other ones. So I've got 2 of these and only 1 of these, and I just feel like if I get halfway through the bag, obviously this one's going to run out, and then I'm just going to be really annoyed. So I actually think I just need to restart the whole thing. That's sort of annoying, but to be honest, I actually don't think the way I'm doing it is going to work. So I think I'm going to do this again, and then I'm just going to do a round, and then try and do the drawstrings maybe just like through it, because obviously it's crochet, it's quite holy. So yeah, basically this is void, and I'm just going to have to do it again, which is really sad, but I'll let you know how we go. And hopefully I'll have a cute brown crochet crossbody bag at some point in the not too distant future. I am here, there and everywhere today. I have a couple of meetings and a couple of PR events, which are all in different places in London. So I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling around today, but it's really sunny, so I am looking forward to it. I just got out my first meeting, which was really nice. Had a little coffee and a little catch up with Sarah, and now I'm gonna head south of the river to my first PR event of the day, and I think I'm gonna walk. There's that it's like 30 minutes on the train, or it's a 40-minute walk, so I think I'm gonna walk because it's a lovely day. I'm going to enjoy the sunshine. I walked down through Bank and then over the river, which was so lovely and sunny, but oh my god, the wind was just on another level. My first PR appointment was with Dialogue PR, who I met when I went to Copenhagen Fashion Week last August. They're a really lovely team, and it was just nice to see what brands that they were working with in London, because they are different to the ones that they have in Copenhagen. Then I jumped on the tube to head to my second PR event of the day, which was with a sunglasses brand. They host lots of different brands, which was interesting to see their new collections, and there was this really cool kind of timeline of photographs from lots of different shoots from all the brands, which I was really enjoying looking at. But I'm not gonna lie, I got kind of weird vibes from the event. I didn't really get shown around, and I didn't really feel like I was meant to be there, so I left quite swiftly. Okay, one meeting down, 2 events down, 1 meeting to go. Feeling very battered by the wind. It's so windy today. My eyes are hurting from all the pollen that has got into my eyes. So I'm just gonna go and sit for a minute and have some lunch, and then I was potentially gonna go and work in a coffee shop, but I actually might just go and do a bit of shopping. I had a voucher for Uniqlo, so obviously I had to go and check out their new stuff, and there was a lot in there. I had a big try on and did leave with quite a few things. I will do a chatty try on of what I bought over on my TikTok, but these are just a few things that I tried on. And then I quickly popped into Zara because I had really high hopes for this skirt, but I tried it on in an extra large, and it fit on my waist, but I wanted it to fit on my hips, and I was quite shocked they didn't. So obviously that was a no from me. Accidentally did some damage in Uniqlo while I was waiting for my meeting, but my meeting's actually just been cancelled, but that's actually quite a good thing because I need to go home and prep steam my outfits for my shoot tomorrow anyway, so heading home early, which is nice. It is the last day of April, which I can't even begin to believe. I've had a really good busy month. I've got lots of work going on at the moment, which is great, and yeah, I'm excited for kind of what is to come over the summer. So I'm going to shoot with Charlotte today. We're going to try and get quite a lot done because it is a beautiful day, and the weather forecast next week is not quite so beautiful, so hopefully we can get a decent amount done today, which just like takes the pressure off. I feel like it also really calms my stress levels when I have a decent amount of content just in the bank, because sometimes if like a few ads come in, then I'll spend my whole week doing ads and then won't have any organic content. Just feel a bit stressful, so it's always good to get a few ready to go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a successful shoot day. Just walking to the coffee shop to meet Charlotte, and I'm praying that the wind is not as bad as yesterday, because I'm gonna hate having my hair down if it is. I feel like I spend a lot of time with Charlotte, but even still, we just can't stop yapping, and wasted like the first hour of the day just chatting, but you know, we got some outfits shot in the end. Spent far too much time yapping today and didn't actually get everything shot that we wanted to, but sometimes that is just how it goes, and that's okay. I feel like it's been a successful day, and it is the end of a very busy and successful month, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next month.